We are real oatmeal lovers, whether it's overnight oats or oat bars, the classic stovetop oatmeal, or this baked oatmeal recipe. It's great for big appetites or mornings spent with friends or family. You just mix all of the ingredients together in a single bowl. The pecans and the berries are my personal favorite ingredients, and you can use fresh or frozen berries, either will do. And then you add it all to a baking dish, transfer it to the oven, and then walk away. And 35 minutes later, breakfast is ready. Drizzle on some nut butter over top of your slice, and bon appetit. Apple pie is my favorite kind of pie, and today we're going to be making it ourselves at home. So we'll start with peeling and slicing some apples, cooking them down a bit before adding a bit of brown sugar, cornstarch, and some warm spices. Then we're going to conjure up our own homemade pie crust, which is really easy to make. And we'll fill the pie shell with the spiced apples, and making a lattice top just makes the pie look so exquisite. Crimp the edges, brush the top with some cream, sprinkle on some sugar so it becomes nice and golden once it's baked. And then just be sure to serve your slice with some ice cream.
Oh my goodness, this is so good.
I make this drink every holiday season without fail, using some apple cider, not the alcoholic beverage, but instead the cloudy, unfiltered juice that's just made from 100% apples. I then slice some oranges and fresh ginger to add to the cider, and crack open some cardamom pods to add, along with a few whole cloves and cinnamon sticks and a couple of handfuls of fresh cranberries. I let it simmer, partially covered, for the flavors to infuse for 20 minutes, which makes the entire house smell like Christmas. There's honestly nothing as comforting to me when it's cold outside as this mulled apple cider, and that's why. So right now we're gonna make a tiramisu-inspired dessert cup that's no bake. This adapted version uses an unflavored vegan cream cheese that's whisked together with some sweetened condensed coconut milk and vanilla extract. Separately, we're going to mix together some espresso powder with water and almond extract to mimic the taste of amaretto. For just a brief second, we're going to dip our biscuits into the espresso mixture and then scoop it right out, adding it to our serving cups. Crush them lightly and then start layering on the cream, followed by more biscuits and more cream, and then finally dust it all with some cocoa powder. It's an incredibly speedy dessert to whip together, and the espresso, cream, and biscuit combo always impresses.
Oh, so good.
We're gonna make a seductive chocolate raspberry mousse that happens to be a no-bake dessert recipe. Let's add a block of silken tofu, some melted dark chocolate, a bit of sugar and vanilla extract, and some optional ground cardamom to a food processor, blending it up until it's velvety smooth. Then we can add some berries to some cups and just muddle it a little bit before we spoon over the chocolate mixture, and then we want to pop the cups into the fridge to harden. Meanwhile, we're going to make some whipped cream, adding some of the chocolate mixture to it, and then just gently folding it into the whip. When the cups are out of the fridge, we can layer on some more fruit and add the whipped chocolate mixture over top of it. Add some chocolate shavings for decoration, and if you'd like, you can even make some candy shards by melting sugar and just a tiny bit of water, letting it harden before tapping it with a spoon to shatter it into all of these beautiful little glass shards to decorate the mousse with. It's a dessert that's easy to prepare ahead of time, and it looks as beautiful as it tastes. We're going to make a non-alcoholic mulled wine that is perfect for the holiday season. Mulled wine, which is called glue wine in the Netherlands and Germany, is a warm, spiced wine that's often served at Christmas markets and holiday gatherings. To mimic the tannin-rich taste of wine, we're going to use 2.5 cups of a deep purple grape juice for this recipe, along with a cup of pomegranate juice, half of a cup of cranberry juice, and an optional 2 teaspoons of sticky pomegranate molasses. To saturate the drink with festive flavors, we're going to add some orange slices, 3 cracked open cardamom pods, 3 whole cloves, 2 cinnamon sticks, and 3 star anise. We'll cover the pot partially with the lid and let everything simmer for about 20 minutes for all of the flavors to infuse. The spices and juices combine to create a rich and complex taste that's both warm and sweet and incredibly comforting. So right now we're gonna make a cinnamon spiced orange and thyme mocktail that's perfect for the holidays. Cheers. We'll start with making our own simple syrup, infusing it with the flavors of fresh thyme and ground cinnamon. When it's cooled down a bit, we'll pour it over some ice in a cocktail shaker or mason jar. Add some grated ginger, lemon juice, and if you want to turn it into a cocktail, you could add your favorite whiskey too. Give it a shake and pour it over ice, followed by equal parts orange juice and ginger ale or ginger beer. Then garnish it and enjoy. This double chocolate mug cake has over 100 5-star reviews on our site. You just mix the dry ingredients in your mug and then add in the wet ingredients and mix again. All in the same mug, so it's super simple. The best part is hiding a chunk of chocolate in the middle before popping it in the microwave for just 2 minutes. It's rich, chocolatey, fluffy, and moist. Absolutely delicious. This is a recipe that's filled with my favorite Korean-inspired flavors, and it makes for a lovely meal prep idea, one that can be batch made and enjoyed on demand throughout the week. It's our kimchi noodle jar, and it features tofu coated in a spicy gochujang paste, layered in a jar with a load of veggies. And when you're ready to enjoy it, you just toss it all together in a bowl. That's it. Let's make an oven-baked vegan shakshuka recipe. Our plant-based shakshuka recipe is a harmonious blend of bold spices and fresh veggies that are baked to perfection in a single dish for easy preparation. Traditionally, you make shakshuka with eggs, so this version utilizes silken tofu to mimic the same kind of texture and flavor, and you nestle it into the dish, and then once you've baked it again, you can serve it with toasted pita bread, and it makes for a delicious meal you can enjoy any time of the day, breakfast, lunch, or dinner.